high definition. This is KCAL 9 News at 2.
Coming up next here, relationship expert Carmen Harra will stop by with some love advice. She's also known for her spot-on predictions, and she'll let us know who she sees winning the presidential election when we come back.
Well, summer is almost here, and what does the new season have in store for you?
Ooh, can't wait to find out. That depends in part on how you handle your relationships. And here was some relationship advice, plus maybe a few predictions, is psychologist and author Carmen Harra. Thanks for being with us.
Oh my God,
Welcome
I'm so
back.
excited to be back here with you guys.
What are some of the mistakes that we make in relationships that you can help us with?
Well, I think it's everything is a matter of attitude. So nothing can hurt us more than our own attitude. When it comes to relationship, you have to think of them being healthy and happy relationships. We have all kinds of relationships with family members, with the significant other, with our mother, with our coworkers. So, but the most important thing in a relationship can be changed with a switch. You have to switch off 3 inherited behaviors, and you have to switch on 3 others. Like, for instance, what you have to switch off is the fear and defensiveness. And what you have to switch on is self-awareness, tolerance, and patience.
Very interesting. Well, and reading to some of your tips, it kind of sounds like the law of attraction, in that what you resist will persist. So if you focus on the negative, that he will cheat or she will cheat, then that might actually happen if that's what you're focused on. Is that what you're saying?
Exactly. So what I'm trying to say is eradicate fear. Because if you're afraid that your husband is going to cheat, that's exactly what's going to happen. Because the fear alters your state of mind. Fear is such a negative emotion and doesn't allow you to be who you really are. You might be a wonderful person, but if you're afraid, you bring the worst in you. And you come across like very vulnerable or very insecure. And people will play on your insecurities, or people will play on your vulnerability or on your fear. So you have to eradicate fear, and you have to eradicate defensiveness. You know, I see this when I do couple therapy. People are so defensive, and months later they're in the same phase of not being able to heal the relationship because they constantly fight. Part of the fight or flight mechanism that we all have inside ourselves.
When you talk about switching off fear and defensiveness, not an easy thing to do, though.
Absolutely.
For a lot of people. How
Very
do you go
hard.
about that?
Well, that's exactly when I said switch on self-awareness. So when you become aware the way you come across, there is something you can do about it. So you can start stopping being so insecure and vulnerable. So it's a mind process, but it comes with self-awareness. That's something you always have to be switching on, and also having a lot of patience. I mean, relationship requires so much patience. Everything in life is done with patience. And also, you know, tolerance. We need to be tolerant and tolerant. Even if we are soulmate, which is very rare, we usually settle for a life partner, not necessarily a soulmate. Even then, you have to have a lot of tolerance and have to accept the person for whatever they are. And you know what? See them as a reflection of your own issues and try to work on your own issues.
And we're not just talking about romantic relationships, are we, Carmen? Just relationships, mother-daughter?
In general, relationships of any kind is something that we all have in common, and something that has a lot to do with your attitude and this switching on the right behavior.
What about relationships with co-anchors?
Yeah, relationships with co-workers are very powerful.
You mentioned soulmates. Do you believe in such a thing? Is there such a thing as a soulmate?
Yeah, I really believe that the soulmate is your perfect match, is the other half of you. A soulmate is such an intense relationship. It's like when you are the two of you against the world. And when you're in a soulmate relationship, you actually have that sense of deja vu, the sense of vibrating at the same level. And also what's amazing about soulmate relationship, you love your partner for his mistakes. You know, you agree with everything he does wrong, and you don't really care, because all you care is to be with that person forever.
All right. Finally, we do want to switch gears just real quickly before we let you go, Carmen, because you've done some pretty good predictions in the past before. We have a big election coming up in November. Can you give us your predictions on how you think that will turn out, the presidential election?
You know, prediction alters the state of mind, so I'm predicting this for years and years, that this is a very tight election. And this is the end of an era and the beginning of something new for humanity in so much better ways. And I still believe that being that tight, at the end, because of one single state, Obama might still be one-term president.
One-term, okay.
Because of one single state.
Yeah.
Interesting. All right, we will see.
Here.
We'll see.
Yeah.
Thank you, Carmen. If you'd like to learn more about Carmen and her projects and keys to healthy relationships, just go to our website, kcal9.com. Click on Seen on TV. We have all of Carmen's information there, including info on her book.
Yeah, thank you, Carmen. And tomorrow on KCAL